Good morning. Well, it's the age of two dogs, and it has been a coon's age, or a young coon anyway, since I have left anything on our YouTube channel. Now, Two Dogs is outside eating her breakfast. Forgive me for eating mine, but I'm hungry. And I'll show you. Sorry about the hand, guys. Got some homemade biscuits. I'll tell you how to make them. Homemade sausage gravy and homemade hash browns. Kitchen's out there and Two Dogs is out there eating hers. So, let's have a little update from where we've been. I was living in western Pennsylvania, and that sucked. The cold. I hated the cold. So, anyway, I resigned from the job I was at up there, and I moved out. I like to play music anyway, so I moved right into the hub of bluegrass. I'm not going to tell you where, but I moved. So, a couple of things that's kind of cool about southern living is that it's not as fast-paced as it is up north. And I never was one for being excited, being in high gear all the time. So, I'm going to give you a couple of recipes this morning. I'm going to show you a couple of things. And then we're going to call it good. I'm going to watch a Coca-Cola 600. And hope they survive the heat wave. So, homemade southern biscuits. There's a lot of recipes in there, but let me tell you the secret to these. And the only way you're going to learn this is if your grandpa or grandma tells you. Or you see Aunt Betty with her Sunday dress all protected by an apron, trying to get everybody fed before they go to church. So a southern biscuit has to have butter cut in it, yeah? Give it that buttery flavor. You want it flaky and airy. So the secret to that is take you 2.5 cups of lily white flour. And it's got to be lily white flour, if you can find it, because that's a winter wheat. Doesn't have as many protein enzymes in it. It allows it to cook and be more flaky. So that's one secret, lily white flour. The other secret is take a cheese grater and grate up 1 stick of butter. Land O'Lakes or your local milk producer, it doesn't matter. Just grind you up a good stick of salted butter. Mix it together in the flour and put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. You want this stuff good and cold. When it comes out of the freezer, make you a well in the middle of that flour and butter mixture. Put about a little less than a cup of buttermilk in there. Take you a spoon. I like to use a metal spoon and not a wooden spoon because they're easier to clean up, but you can do what you want to. Stir it 15, 16 times. If you stir it 30 times, you're going to have a mess. Try not to knead the dough with your hands. Now, when you turn it into a ball after 15 or 16 whoops with the spoon, put you some powder on your counter, flour powder, throw it out there and roll it out in a rectangle. Fold it in half, flip it over, turn it sideways, and do it again. Do it about 6 or 8 times. That's going to give these biscuits the flakiness to come apart like that. Makes them flaky because you're adding layers. Same principle when you're making a knife. You fold the steel over and over and over, and you make different layers, and that gives you that pretty looking of the steel. When you're finally ready, roll that flour out a 1/2 inch thick. Take you a wine glass or a cutting mix or whatever, dry, put it in some flour, and just press straight down. Notch out a bunch of little biscuits. You can use parchment paper if you want to. I don't. I put them right on a baking sheet. And you want to cook them at 475 for 15 minutes. Take them out. And here's another secret. Get you some butter in a pan. Just set it on low. Put you a 1/2 stick of butter in there. When they come out, take a teaspoon, spread some butter on there. And my dog's chirping at me. Hang on a minute. So when you put that butter on the top of it, it makes for a little better flavor. Huh, 2 dogs. She got out and went down the side of the road here to a neighbor's house. So that's what you end up with. Country biscuits. Man, are they good. I think that's all we're going to talk about. Anyhow, God bless you. Remember, you got crazy people on both sides of the aisle. I think we'll know what we're talking about, Republicans and Democrats. Not going to ask you to remember all 10 commandments. Just remember one. Jesus was on the Sermon on the Mount. He told us about the kingdom of heaven, how to get in. Love one another. Before he died, he had all them there apostles in the upper room. He was washing their feet. And he told them, look, I'm going to be gone here. And you guys are going to have to love one another as I have loved you. He said there's no greater commandment. So if you can remember that one, love your fellow neighbor out here the way you want them to love you. All the other commandments fall into place. I'm so glad I moved. I'm glad I moved. I have a better quality of life down south here. My dog's happier and I'm happier. For the sage of 2 dogs, I can show you her now. She's inside. Say hi, 2 dogs. She doesn't know what I'm doing. Last time y'all seen her, she weighed about 8 pounds. Now she weighs about 23 pounds. She's 6 months old. This is the house that I got down south here. Compared to what you can afford up north, this is a beautiful home. Anyway, God bless. Sage of 2 dogs. Peace out.